Susan Eberly with the Lebanon Valley Economic Development, and I brought my assistant along, Kathy Cole, so she can see how these procedures go.
Okay, well, we'll try to be on our good behavior, Kathy, so you can get a good impression.
I like that you're color coordinated when you can.
Yeah, that was nice of us, wasn't it?
Very pleasant.
Yeah. All right, this morning I'm coming to you with a request for LERTA for a project that I'm working on. I'm working currently with two companies. One of the companies is located in Wisconsin, and they were started in 1983. And they are a manufacturing company, and both companies are into architectural design. Company number two is a leading supplier of design fabrication for storefronts and entrances, and they started in 1945, and they're headquartered in Michigan. Both companies are exploring the opportunity to expand in the Northeast area, and Lebanon Valley Business Park was selected as one of their chosen sites. Company number one will be building a 500,000 square foot facility for production and office space, and company number two will be building a 250,000 square foot manufacturing facility. The capital investment for both projects total over 70,000. Job creation.
70 million?
70 million. Yeah, sorry, I'm on a roll. 70 million. The job creation will be 285 new employees, and that number is projected to go higher. So I'm coming today to ask for the LERTA in the, right now in the field, the way the economy is. I mean, the economy is picking up, but a lot of companies are still looking for counties to be proactive and requesting LERTAs for the project. And this project, that's one of their conditions, that we can help them with the tax incentive. Very good companies. I'll be pleased when we can announce them if they're doing their due diligence now, and hopefully this will help cinch the deal for Lebanon County.
Was the structure 10 years?
We would request a 10-year declining 10% each year.
And we traditionally write in that they can't appeal during the period, and that will be in the contract?
We can, yeah.
And Susan, have you approached the municipality or the school district at this point?
Both of them. I'm on the township's schedule for next Tuesday. I approached the school, and behind the scenes I have a yes. They did do a vote on it. So
They voted on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just need to get a few things in place first.
Okay. Yes, no.
I have a question. 10-year. Can you tell me the first year what % tax they pay?
It's they continue to pay the tax what is already established now. So right now it's vacant land. So they would continue paying on the vacant land, and then the rates 100% declining down to 0%, 10% deduction each year.
So the first year, the improvements to the land is 100% abated. Second year, 90%. Third year's 80%, so on.
But they pay what they're paying now all the time before it's developed.
Well,
Okay.
I think we need clarification on that. Is this land presently in clean and green?
Yeah, and the tax.
They would not pay on the clean and green rate.
We will be paying all the rollback taxes
Right.
at the point of the sale.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything-
And they would be paying at the full tax rate, not the clean and green rate.
Full market value, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said South Lebanon isn't? They're on board, but
Yeah.
they have to still take a formal vote.
Well, they have to take a formal vote. It'll be presented on Tuesday.
So they do pay off the clean and green.
Our corporation will pay off the clean and
Who
green.
will? You're
The Lebanon Valley Economic Development.
you actually pay that for them to get them in here.
Our
It's
roll-
not for them, it's a tax that they owe at this point.
We were able to do the clean and green on the property because currently it's being farmed, so it's underutilized. And once we sell it, if it doesn't remain farming, it has to, all those rollback taxes going back 7 years will have to be brought current.
Did you see how many acres are involved?
64 acres for company one and 12 0.9 acres per company too.
Thank you.
I think what maybe wasn't stated is that the Economic Development Corporation owns the land. So the rollback on the clean and
Well,
green.
they actually
is
own the
their-
land.
Right,
Yeah,
is their
it's-
responsibility. It's in the business park out.
I
on
was
State
wondering why
Street.
they were gonna pay
Right,
that.
that's
Yeah,
why.
sorry, Mark. Yeah,
See
it's
what I'm
in
saying?
yeah, it's in our Lebanon Valley Business Park off
Oh.
of State Drive.
Ames,
Sir.
I've been here for a lot of LERTAs. Historically, you rail against them. You don't like them. But then you always vote for them. Now, you haven't voted yet. So it's interesting to see which way you're going here.
We don't even have a motion on the floor.
No, but I'm saying, I've been here for a lot of meetings.
Allow me to move forward and we'll.
Yeah, and then after that, when then you and I argued about it. But before we go on,
Don't beat me up.
LERTAs, show you something. You know what that is? Before I was here, I went down the hall and paid the last installment on my property taxes. Whoops,
I know, I did too.
and here we go. I'm an old man, and I'm tired. I'm tired of it. They come in here, get a tax abatement. I can't get a tax abatement. I can't get on farm preservation. I can't get on clean and green. I can't get on nothing. I have to pay my taxes on time and in full. And if I don't pay them, they put a sign in my house. He does. They're going to take my property.
Well, they're looking at it a little bit differently because it's a business which will be investing $70 million into the community and creating almost 300 jobs. That's why they.
That means nothing to me as an old man.
Yeah.
My time's done.
Yeah.
My time's done. The next step I have, you know what they're going to do? They're going to put me in a warehouse, but they call them nursing homes, and they're going to steal my money. That's what they're going to do. I just put my mother in one, 96 years old. They took all our money just like that. But I got to sit here and we get free taxes.
Thank
I
you.
don't get it.
Thank you, Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. Martin will have his say someday. Go on to your meeting. This will be interesting.
We need a motion.
Also move to approve it, and it's a $70 million investment in Lebanon County. I'd like to do everything we can to get it.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second, and Martin expects me to speak to the motion, so I will do that briefly. I do not necessarily rail against every LERTA. I have had some issues with the LERTAs for the big box warehouses, which are actually rental properties, if you will, and in this case, it's a permanent investment by a company building their own facility where they will do manufacturing and create a number of jobs. So if I'm going to support a LERTA, this is the kind of LERTA that I will support. So I feel very comfortable with this one. And any other comments before we call for the vote? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the LERTA as presented by the Lebanon Valley Economic Development Corporation indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.